Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we are here with another weekly reading and from a new location. Well, just for this week. So I'm currently in England at my parents' home and I have some very interesting cards with me because none of them are mine, they're actually my sister's. So yeah, I've just stolen some of her cards which she left here. And so thanks Jessica for that if you're watching. And I'm excited to see what messages we get because they're going to be brand new and well, the message is not so much brand new, but the cards are brand new. So let's see. I've really been in a bit more of a relaxed mode this weekend because, well, to be honest, it's been the sunniest weekend this year and it's been really nice to just be home and get to not really be in a place where I was just constantly thinking about certain things, and like it was great to break that cycle. I would say that when I arrived, like it was still hard to break that cycle when I came here, and like there were thoughts in my mind regarding certain subject that just wouldn't go away, and I was having a hard time letting it go. And if you've had that, the best practice for that is just absolutely being grateful as much as possible in the moment. And that's how I try and shift my focus each time I am obsessively thinking about something. And and that's what I was thinking about, a certain situation that had happened regarding work, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm right now not there, so I'm not going to think about it. Anyway, so that's been something that has been on my mind. It's been a challenge, but a challenge that I have navigated, and I'm finding that I'm coming out of that old pattern of like overthinking a lot sooner than I used to. Before, I would just be like there for like days and I didn't know how to like regulate that, and now I'm finally like learning a lot more, like, okay, this is what I need to do, this is how I need to pull myself back, and learning basically how I operate and how to switch out of certain negative thinking sooner. And I'm noticing that I'm able to do that a lot sooner than I used to, which is great. And that has definitely been due to the mindfulness practices that I have, and just almost like having the self-discipline, which is the key, like switching myself out of those things. So yeah, if you've had that as well, then yeah, you're not alone. Each time it will get quicker and quicker that you pull yourself out of a certain situation. So then let's move on and let's see what cards I get. So I just have the normal tarot deck right now here with me. Oh, it's so nice and summery. Okay, I'm just gonna take this. Oh, okay. So this came reversed, which is Four of Swords, but this was reversed. So Four of Swords usually indicates some sort of a resting period after like a long period of either intense work or intense emotional imbalance, if that makes sense. That could be something like, so if you have really had to put your like mind to something to get something done, and you've put your emotions aside, or something that's involved, like, you know, talking to someone specifically, and like either like, you know, negotiating certain things, speaking to a boss, speaking your truth about a project, could even be like not an argument as per se, but it could be an argument perhaps with a friend, a family member, a partner, some sort of like a tumultuous thing that has happened, and this card indicates upright would indicate that it's a resting phase, but this is now coming out of that rest. Oh, okay, the Knight of Swords. Something is picking up quite a bit of momentum, so something is coming in very fast. What is coming in very fast? Just gonna take a random card. A choice. Okay. Something is coming in very fast and you can't see it. You might have to make a choice between two things, or you'll be forced to make a choice between two things quite soon. Something is coming in very fast and you can't see it right now. Yeah, you're almost blindfolded from this new or like just something that is about to come into your life. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, but we got it upside down. Is there something that you're not? Is there somewhere where you're not feeling grounded? That's the question to ask. Is there somewhere where you're not feeling grounded? Or perhaps Queen of Pentacles is very much someone who is very grounded and very earthly and very connected to the earth, connected to people, connected to resources. Somewhere you feel like you don't have that connection, so somewhere you're wanting to build that connection, and it may be that to bring that connection forward, it may require some inquisitive checking in within yourself and finding out what has been going on. I want to know a bit more about that. So what could that card mean? Let's see. I've got this really cool deck, which is like this tea leaf one, which my sister has. So thanks, Jessica, I've stolen it. Okay, the moon, yeah. So, the moon, something emotional, something is still capturing your attention way too much, something very emotional linked to your emotions, changes in your life. Okay? Changes in your life, some sort of changes are definitely impacting you a lot more than you expected, or it may even be that the change hasn't even happened yet, but the very thought of it, or the anxiety that you might be feeling is to do with that. The rooster. This I'm laughing at this because this is very relevant to a certain situation I'm going through in my life. The rooster card here, which says, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Perhaps there is someone in your mind who also comes across in your mind as soon as you see this card. Whoever comes into your mind based on that is what has been taking a lot of your attention, and it's time to pull out of that attention and really focus on the next 6 months. Again, I am not super aware of all the astrological events or anything like that, but next 6 months are forecast to be absolutely amazing in terms of more you're within state rather than outside. For example, wanting to have like a house and all the big things that we're wanting in life. Yes, perhaps they will come or not come, but it's more about the inside, like the state of peace that perhaps some of you have been longing for the longest time, or this unsettled feeling. I think the unsettled feelings are going to be a lot more easier to ride out from now on. And and it's just being mindful of what are you paying your attention to. And often I find, I saw like people say, or books or anything like that, really always say, don't do that, don't put your attention on this, shift your attention. It's very much like dictated sentences, and I think all of those are missing one of the key components, that having a deep, kind, compassionate look towards yourself and being kind towards yourself, and then giving yourself that advice. There's no point in giving yourself that advice when you are already really vulnerable and in a state of perhaps even like shame, or feeling like, you know, I could have done this, I could have, you know, there's no point when you are feeling down to tell yourself, don't do this, don't do that. I think there's a key component of compassion which a lot of us miss out on, and actually it's quite a key component. We wouldn't say that to a friend, so why should we say that? Why should we talk to ourselves like that, you know? Right, so we get, okay, well, family wishes come true. I wonder what that means. Perhaps some of you have had either are wishing for a family, or your family has been wanting something for you in a good way, in a positive way, of course, and it's yeah, for some of you that may be coming true, something that they have been wanting, that includes you. Okay, let's get more. Wow, harp, great happiness. Okay, maybe these are connected actually. So, the Queen of Pentacles that I was showing earlier, to turn it upright, something that has been grabbing your attention, a certain person, a certain situation. It's a person actually, because of the Rooster card here, you know, an arrogant, boastful person. You shouldn't really cross, there's no... you might really need to focus on your mindfulness practices to bring your focus back to all of these things that are waiting on the other side, which is family wishes come true. So this may even include something like finding a partner, or having a partner, and like perhaps even building something with them, and wanting to build a family, wanting to build the next level of your life, you know, with someone. And including your family in that, you know, it's more about that, and this is where your great happiness lies, more so than what is based in the other situation. Yeah, so focusing on what is to come right now may really be helpful in taking your mind off some of the other situations. All right, I liked those tea leaf deck. Let's see what else is coming next week. That's what I'd like to know. What else is coming next week? What deck shall I choose? Let's go for this one. This is like an animal one. Okay. Ah, a badger. Okay. Okay. Stand up for yourself by setting clear boundaries and don't back down. Let persistence and patience be your mantra. I am tough, determined, and tenacious. Okay, so couldn't be more accurate as to what I was saying. You know, you might have felt like something was off, you know, like something you should have done before. And this card is to indicate that opportunity may come again, and you're going to have to set very clear boundaries with someone or something, or standing up for yourself. So a question for you may be, where do you feel like your boundaries are being crossed? Where exactly are your boundaries being crossed? Which person is like kind of indicating it? And if that has happened in the past, you know, where they were crossed, that's okay. I mean, we are learning from all our situations, and that's the whole point of it. There's no point in saying do better this, like, you know, should have done this. And it's simply to say that the opportunities that are coming your way are actually more and more so to help you implement a habit, so that it becomes more natural and easier. Okay, then let's get another one. So you may be getting an opportunity for that. Oh, this flipped out. The duck. Okay. Let go of your inhibitions and self-consciousness and allow yourself to be playful and silly for no reason at all. So yesterday I saw my cousin's kids, and I was playing with one of my cousin's kids, and we made Lego. Now I can't remember the last time I made Lego, to be honest, and it was so fun. Like, surprisingly, like I was so like, this is exactly like the kind of moments we need when we're so focused obsessively about like a certain situation, and it goes on your mind, and there is no not solution, but there's no resolution to it. You can't find a resolution by thinking about it. So this card is to say that any situation that comes across to you which makes you be more childlike. For me, like, I just went on a trampoline, played Lego, and jumped around with the kids. It was, yeah, which is exactly what I needed. And I like those constant reminders. Yeah, I had those reminders last week as well. So that's something to remind yourself for next week, that if you're feeling very that there's no resolution to something, there's no, like, you haven't reached where you have wanted to be, you're not going to reach it by thinking. You're actually going to reach it by focusing your attention on something else completely and being very present in that moment. All right, so let's see some of the last messages that we get. This is a really fun deck that my sister had. It's called the Hidden Truth Oracle. It was super entertaining, and I thought it might be fun to do. So this is very much to do with if you have a partner or someone that has been on your mind. I think everyone has that, right? At some point or another. Could be an ex, someone you've been thinking about. So let's see what messages may come about for them. Oh my god. Okay. Finding out the truth crushed me. Maybe someone found out something, or they didn't want to know something. I'm so attracted. Oh god. I am so attracted to you. Someone is attracted to you. I wish things could be different. Okay, so someone wishes things could be different for them. Might be these messages from certain someone and what they have on their mind. So basically, to summarize this, you're coming out of this resting phase. It's time to come out of it. If you have been in a resting phase for quite a while, Knight of Swords or something is picking up momentum. You may have to make a choice between two things quite soon. Something has been pulling your attention on the side quite significantly. This seems like a certain person. Could be a partner, could be an ex. I think for some of you it may be an ex, actually. Someone who you feel like is a bit of an arrogant, boastful person, or someone you work with, any of those people who has been pulling your attention actually quite significantly, and it's serving you in some ways. It's a form of procrastination in a way, so that you don't have to start the new project because you're going to have to go for it, or you're going to have to like face a certain fear or really speak your truth to someone. It involves hard steps, and your body is actually trying to protect you. Your body is actually trying to protect you to do that. Next week you may have to set up clear boundaries with someone, and clear boundaries with someone. But at the same time, if there's a key message from this reading for this week, is to absolutely be very kind to yourself, like a friend, how you would be to a family member or a friend, is what you need right now from yourself, or this week. All right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I shall see you next week, and if you'd like to book a personal reading, you can follow my channel, which is linked down below, with Avantika Reiki.coach. All right, I'll see you soon.